Hey, this is Evan from Octane Electrons. Today we're going to do a video showing the new HAWKGLOW. I needed some for my Jeep Gladiator, so I got this set, and I think these are going to be awesome. You can see here, unfortunately, I had already taken apart the box, but there wasn't specs on it anyway, so we'll show here on the website. 4.5-inch light housings, 172 watts. They're kind of, so 270 degrees, so wide angle. And I'm mounting these on my Jeep Gladiator up on the front, like either side of the hood, in front of the headlight with some brackets. So should work well. So let's take a look at what we got. Already unwrapped one of them here. They are pretty sweet. Really heavy. Feels like a cast aluminum housing. Well, not really heavy, but heavy. You know, they don't feel cheap. It's not a thin plastic housing. So I like the aluminum housing. I like the completely sealed wires. My Jeep's parked outside all the time, rain and snow. So I certainly want these to last. I've used lots of different LED lights. I've used some that easily got moisture into the housings, and I don't love that. Although that happens on pretty much all of them over time with enough moisture outside. But you still want a decent set that's sealed well. There we go. So they come with amber lens you can pop on. They come in a couple different versions. You can see I have this version with the kind of rounded orange corners, but there's versions with arrows pointing outwards at the corners. Large reflector and the orange outer marker. So looks nice. We have two of those. Again, 4.5-inch housing, so decent size, should look good and fit great on the Jeep. Excellent wiring harness. I was impressed by this. Plenty long enough to get in the cab using Deutsch sealed waterproof connectors. I like these a lot. I use them on my motorcycles all the time. But nice harness. Included fuse block, both your waterproof connectors, plug-ins for the switch. So you can see the switch covers both sides, on and off on both, and includes a dual relay block. That's cool. I like that that's all part of the harness, already attached, so super easy to mount on anything. Since I'm putting this in my Jeep, I have AUX switches from the factory, so I already have wiring on the Jeep. I've got wiring terminated in the hood already with the AUX switches inside, but very impressed. That would work great to install these on just about anything. Extra wire, not sure what the yellow would be for, but I'm sure their diagram would show. Oh, DRL, it's to extend wire for daytime running lights. I'm just going to be using on or off, just for extra lighting when I'm camping and stuff. And then included mounting brackets. So you can see we have, oh, I like that they give you the Allen keys too. That's nice. Okay, and then pivoting mounting brackets. So I like that. Has the base and then pivoting top. So awesome. Okay, so that's everything we get here. Let's go take a look at the Jeep real quick and we'll see where we're putting them, and then we'll start figuring it out. Got a million projects going on in here today. Okay, so on the Gladiator, you can see I have the hood open. I've already located and stripped back my AUX wiring, so you can see my wires here. Have two large wires are for 40 amp circuits, and then we have two 15 amp circuits. So at 172 watts at 13 volts, these should be about 13 amps with both lights on. So we're going to use one of these to power both for now. We'll see. It's close to the limit, but it's definitely under, so I think we'll be okay. I'd rather leave these high power ones for something else. And then I'll show you. Oops. On the Jeep here, so I'm going to be able to wire right into those up at the front, and I don't have to worry about any extra wiring, which is nice. But if you needed to use their included wiring, it's awesome and very complete. So all right, so that's where we're at. Get them mounted, I'll show you that, and then we'll do the wiring. Okay, I figured before mounting these, we're just going to do a quick test with my power supply here to see how much current we're drawing, just to be safe. So looking at this, the way I'm going to use these, I'm not going to use the orange rings on the outside for the DRL yellow wire. I don't think I'm going to use those, but I tested it, and low beam is just one LED lit, the bottom one. High beam is top and bottom lit. So that's how I have this wired up right now. Just some jumpers here. But let's see how much current we're drawing. I'm going to go ahead and kick on my power supply. So you can see at 13 volts, I'm pulling 6.3 amps, about 83 watts. And that is with both lights on, with the running light, which I'm not going to use, which is very small. That's less than an amp draw. And then high beam. So should work just fine. Well under current rating for my aux switch, so no problem. But you can see here, pretty awesome. A lot of light coming out of these. And the DRL feature is nice. I don't think I need it. I'm just going to use these for spotlights, but right on. Okay, so there you go. High beam setting, 6 amps total for both lights. So very reasonable for this much light output. All right, let's get them on the truck. Okay, have the lights mounted. You can see I'm using these Nylite aluminum brackets that grab 2 of the cowl bolts and give you an adjustable mounting slot. So have the bracket mounted just like this. Only thing I added was a washer underneath, just because this has kind of a wide slot, so I wanted more surface for the nut to grab. We're going to pull the side covers because these plastic panels right here come out with 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4 T40s. And then we can remove that and run the wiring straight down inside here to get easily into the engine bay. So I'm going to go show you the other side. I already loosened. I already took these 2 out. 1, 2. Set them up there. I already loosened these 2. So I can lift the light pod up. And then you can just slide that panel right out of the way. I'm going to remove that panel on both sides and get my harness run. So since I'm using the aux switches, I just need basically 2 wires, a ground and my output from the aux switch run to each side. So I'll grab a ground probably from the lug back here by the battery. Gladiator has a big grounding lug right there. And then I got to look up which is which, see if hopefully one of these is aux 1, and I'll grab it, use one of the 2 lower power wires and run both lights off of it. So let me get the harness set up and we'll show that. Okay, so I cut the harness just right at the relays because I'm going to use their harness, the HAWKGLOW harness. So there we go, the wires I need right there. And since I don't need the relays, I'll be connecting right here like I said. I ran the harness up here through the foam cover. So I have the plug right here. And then across the back, which I'll tie up, but then I have this one exiting right here. So I'm gonna get the lights plugged in and remounted, and then we'll finish up the wiring. Wiring's all finished up, so let's take a look at what we did. Tied up the harness up front for now. I'll probably come up with a better solution later and use some of the little stick-on wire tie holders so I can run it underneath and hide it. But I don't have any, and there's just not any other great place to tie to on the firewall here, or the hood support or whatever you want to call it. So anyways, I did this for now, but I think I'll use stick-on supports all the way underneath so I can hide the harness underneath there. I did run it behind the coolant reservoir over there. I do want to hide it more, but this will work for now. I got to order some of those stick-on mounts, but the harness from the lights is great. It's plenty long enough. You can see my harness here coming from the passenger side light. That's where it splits over to the driver's side light. Using the included connectors is awesome. So I've run right down here. Right here you can see, let's see if I can grab it, right there. So I've split out of the HAWKGLOW harness, run right over to a grounding tab right there. That works well. And then over here to my aux switches. So I figured for now, so I'm not using the 240 amp outputs at all. I'm using aux 3 and 4. I figured what the hell, I'm not using both of them right now. So I have aux 3 for the high beam and aux 4 for low beam. And aux 3 is mounted right above aux 4, so it kind of makes sense in the cab on the lights. And we'll see in the future when I use something else maybe for that switch, I might change that to just high beam on. So here, when I put some ties on, I'll probably shorten the harness. It's a little long to cross over, so I have it wrapped here, doubled back a little bit, and then run through. But works well, clean install. I really like how Jeep did this with this panel. Makes it super easy to access wiring right there. And then I'll have to grab that shot at night so we can see better. Let me turn this on. Okay, so there's low, on and off, high, on and off. So I think the light output's going to be great, but I got to wait till dark so I can adjust them, kind of center them, and then get a good shot. So we'll look at that tonight and finish up this video, but hope you like it. These are awesome lights, great install package and harness, and the output looks awesome. So I'm pretty happy with them. And all right. So pretty big throw